Welcome and thank you to coming to the press conference and weigh-ins for Quake in the Cage 3. Okay, first up, we're going to have Jose Huerta come on up. Jose, come on up. All right, Jose, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
From Bell Gardens.
Bell Gardens. How old are you, Jose?
I'm 20.
20. He's a little punchy. He's just getting started though. What's your strengths and your disciplines? What do you like to do in your fights?
Fights, well, I like to keep them standing, put them a little bit to the cage, and then when they need to take them down, I take them down.
Awesome. What gym are you from?
From Champ Crew, MMA FC.
And your trainer's name?
John and Mihai.
Okay, awesome. Well, good luck next week, and thanks for coming up. Yeah. Okay, next up we have Miguel Cabral. Mikey, come on up. All right, Mikey's fighting in the super duper division, super heavyweight. I know your opponent's not here tonight. He's coming from Palm Desert up at Yucca Valley. How old are you, Mike?
21.
21. Where do you train?
Ring of Fire.
Woo! Yeah. How long have you been training, Mike?
I've been training over there for about, just coming on about a year now.
What do you feel your strengths are in this game?
Keeping a stand up and try to keep my hands up and work on just throwing blows.
Awesome. Why do you want to fight? Like, what motivates you to get in this cage, locked in with another big dude and want to bang?
I've always been big, and I played football throughout high school. That was always fun. But starting out when I was a lot younger, in like elementary school, I got picked on. I wasn't always so big, so I don't know. I feel like it'd be a different experience, and just try to test myself.
Awesome, awesome. All right. Well, good luck next week, and enjoy your dinner. Brian O'Quinn, come on up. All right, Brian. Brian, you came from a long way away. Where you come from?
I'm coming from the AV, Palmdale.
Awesome. Okay. How long you been training?
About a year. Seriously, about a year.
And who's your coaches and what gym are you out of?
I'm fighting out of Premium Fitness, and my trainer is Kazeka Muniz.
Okay. What are you looking to do in this fight? Where do you see this fight going next week? I know your opponent's right there. Don't look at him. You just tell him. You can trick him too, you know.
It really doesn't matter. I mean, I was born, so this is what I was meant to do. So it really doesn't matter.
All right, awesome. He's just going to bring some scraps. Thanks, man. All right, let me get George Hernandez. Come on up. Takes energy, guys. Takes energy to get up from the table over here. George's trying to make weight. He's going super heavyweight, just a little bit under, so he's got to feed the belly a little bit. All right, George, this is not your first rodeo. You fought for us before. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your last fight?
My last fight was actually a Muay Thai fight. I won by knockout in the third round. The fight before that was MMA. I lost in the third round. I got choked out. I think I'll win the goddamn fight. Fucking tripped, and the guy ended up choking me out.
Right on. George's a little animated, guys. He likes to speak. Where are you from, George?
Monty.
Monty, where do you train?
Team Flores in La Puente with Alan and Mark.
How long have you been in this game?
I've been fighting. My first fight was for you guys, in 2007, 2008. And been fighting. I didn't fight for about 2 years after that, and then I've been fighting for a year straight probably since then. About 15 fights since then.
Awesome. Now, I know for work you also do Mid-Valley Sports News as you're covering the event. What do you got going on right now with the Mid-Valley Sports News? I know you guys got a lot of high school football and stuff going on. What else is going on over there?
Right now we're covering the playoffs, local area amateur fighters. I have my rankings up. Pretty much, yeah, I cover all the MMA for them. High school football, basketball's coming up. Work construction. My boss over there, fucking asshole.
What's the website for your sports news?
MidValleySports.com.
All right, guys, MidValleySports.com. George, thank you. See you next week. Next up, we have Frank Ordonez. Come on up. Frank's been with me for quite a while, and this is his first time venturing into the cage. And what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you doing this?
Well, I'm celebrating getting my brown belt in Ring of Fire Hapkido, and I just wanted to test myself and kick some ass. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. Where do you see this thing going? What do you like to look at? I know your opponent's not here. He lives in San Diego. He's coming up next week for the fight. But where do you see you taking this fight?
Well, I want to tell Eric, since he's going to be watching this, that I'm going to bomb you out in the second round.
Woo! Good words. Love it. All right, Frank. Thanks, man. They don't call him the F5 for nothing. All right, Mark Perez, come on up. All right, Mark, you're not new to this game either. I know you've been training for a little bit. How long have you been training?
For about 6 months.
Awesome. I guess he is new to this. What do you think? Where do you train at, Mark?
I train at Team Champ Crew, MMA FC.
Awesome. What's your trainer's name?
It's John Robles and Mihai Valero.
There you go, Mihai.
You got it.
Valerio, right? Where's he at? Valerio? All right, there he is. What do you see this fight going?
Wherever it goes. Just going out there and test myself in every aspect. So.
Awesome. You see yourself. I mean, you prefer wrestling, striking. What's your forte, or what do you like to do best?
I always whatever my opponent gives me, pretty much.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks for coming on, man. Enjoy. Anthony Williams, come on up. All right, Anthony, this is your second show with us. You're 1-0 right now. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you train? What's your coach's name, and how long you been in the game?
I've been training for about a month and a half, or a year and a half, my bad. My coaches are Chad Barnes, Steve Williams, and Brian Mancella over there. I don't know, I love the competition, that's why I do it. You know, I love to train, love to compete, and that's about it, you know. Can't keep me away from it.
What did you feel about your first fight? Like, how did you feel going into it? And what were your thoughts, you know, once it started and got underway, actually being in a cage, locked door, mano-a-mano, facing off with that guy?
It was exciting, you know. It's hard to, I'm sure the fighters know, but it's hard to explain, you know. I wasn't too nervous or too worried, you know. I know it's just a competition, so that's why I like to go in with that mindset. But once they lock the door, you know, you're a different person. You got to go in there and fight. And you know, I'm not trying to hurt the guy or kill him or anything, but it's bad intentions, so that's what you got to do.
Yeah, you are. You're trying to hurt him. I know. I used to fight. You don't want to do it, you know, maliciously, but you're trying to hurt him because that guy's trying to get you, right?
There you go. If it's not him, then it's me. So.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, good luck. Hope you train hard. Next up, Brock Combs. Where do you train at?
Champ Crew and MMAFC.
And how long have you been training?
I had 4 years of training in the Marine Corps, but the last year competitively.
Awesome. What do you like to do in the fights? So what makes you fight? Let me ask you that first. Why do you want to go in that cage and fight?
I like to hurt people.
All right, good. We got from one extreme to the other. He likes to hurt people. At least he's an honest man. What are your thoughts coming into this fight? How'd your training camp go?
Training's been real well. You know, people say you learn the most from your losses, so take out a pen and paper because class is in session.
All right. All right, man. Good luck next week. We'll see you then.